Season 5 of award-winning Aging and Awesome is a production of the Nevada Senior Care Foundation, the A&A Media Group, and Consider It Done Productions, proudly presented by community stakeholders across Nevada and Senior Care Plus, the only Nevada-based not-for-profit Medicare Advantage plan serving Las Vegas Henderson, Reno Sparks, and more. Senior Care Plus, for the healthiest reasons. Welcome to the Season 5 premiere of Aging and Awesome. Hello to our friends in Northern Nevada on CBS and to our new friends on Fox 5 in Las Vegas.
And to those watching around the world on Roku, Amazon, and Apple TV, I'm Joe Della Ripa.
And I'm Kai Sisson. Today, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. Our very own George Crozet is inside the all-new RTC Flex Ride bus to show us how transportation for seniors is made easy for just getting around town, but also for those wanting to get the COVID vaccine. And how do you turn wood into a hobby? With a lathe, of course. Coming up, Aaron Breen introduces us to a man who has turned the art of a lathe into an incredible hobby.
And protecting seniors from scams, the Better Business Bureau is here to explain their scam tracker, how it works, and how it protects you from thieves. All that and more on the Season 5 premiere of Aging and Awesome. It's been said that one of the keys to a happy retirement is never to retire from life. So it follows that finding just the right hobbies and passions to pursue is as important as picking the right career.
Aaron Breen introduces us to someone who just sees art in every piece of wood he sees.
John Hassenaw knows a lot about wood.
So this is a curly maple. And you can see that curliness in the maple. That's a natural grain for it to do that. This is a cottonwood burl. The reason you know it's a burl, you can see all of these little indentations here. This wood here is cherry, and this cherry is not a straight grain cherry. We've got some good grain in here. And these woods here, this is a wood I've used a lot called monkey pod.
It began as a hobby long ago.
I've always played with wood. I think once you start playing with it, you don't stop.
In retirement, it's developed into a passion.
I just love the grain in wood. I love the different types of wood. There's over 1,000 different species of wood, about 1,100. And I've dealt with about 300 of them now, and my goal in life is to go through them all.
And just look at what he does with it.
These ones are beer bottle openers. This is madrone wood. This one is a butternut wood. These are kind of cool. These are 3D scroll sawed ornaments. And then some nutcrackers with the maple handle on there.
His most popular item, Nevada-shaped cutting boards.
So I've made a lot of these, well over 200. I'm actually kind of tired of making them.
So he added a twist when someone asked for a cribbage board.
And so I found a pattern, and what we did is we put it on the back side of the cutting boards. So I can take the cribbage pins that they use for the game and put those in here like that, and then flip it over, and you still have a cutting board. So you've got dual use that way.
As a member of the Nevada Woodchucks, he's also involved in making toys for kids at Christmas time, and a lot of other projects that they take on. By the way, the Woodchucks, that's a group that anyone can get involved in and learn about woodworking. John is also one of many vendors selling locally made products through Buy Nevada First at the Nevada Marketplace over in the Reno Old Town Mall. One of his favorite projects is wooden pens.
This is myrtle wood here with a stylus on the top.
Oh. He often starts with a piece of wood that you bring to him, say from a tree in your own backyard, and he turns it into a bit of art specific to the owner and the wood. Cutting it in lengths.
There's hidden beauty in every piece of wood.
drilling holes, turning it on a lathe to get just the right shape.
And what I'm doing with this spindle gouge is just making some shapes in here. Sometimes the wood speaks to you and it just tells you, this is what I should be.
He says getting lost in the wood and the project at hand is calming.
You're looking at what is going to happen to this piece of wood, what will it become, what will it shape like, what are some of the best grains to use in terms of how you're doing what you're doing with it. It's just kind of a good, peaceful area to be in.
And he finishes them all with 6 coats of polish, sanding in between each one. So in just over an hour, John Hassenault turned this stick into this beautiful pen. Now, will it make me a better writer? I don't know. It's gonna make me want to write more though. So watch out, Kai. My stories are gonna be coming in long. For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Thank you, Erin. Ahead on Aging and Awesome, we show you new ways to get around town and protect yourself from scammers who target seniors. Plus, a little later, a spin in Kai's cab.
That's right, don't you go anywhere. We reconvene with Erin Breen in 90 seconds.
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
If you're dealing with a serious illness or going through treatment, you don't have to do it alone. Infinity Hospice Care provides palliative care through Nevada Care Connect to help with symptom management, emotional support, and the care you need. Treatment can begin any time during an illness, during and after treatment, and all of it from the comfort of your home. Nevada Care Connect will work directly with your doctor and specialist to ensure the treatment you receive is exactly what you want. Learn more at NevadaCareConnect.com.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
Well, welcome back and welcome to 2021. So Christmas 2020 is in the past, admittedly now, and while this was a dumpster fire of a year, I do want to take just a moment to reflect on how Christmas 2020, while different for most of us, did bring some actually good changes here at Club Breen for Christmas. Of course, it meant smaller celebrations, no big gatherings. It meant simplifying everything, whittling it down, all those trappings of Christmas to just the important parts. I actually made flannel pajamas. They didn't fit anybody. But they're good for stories. And I made aprons that my kids all wore to help make Christmas dinner, and those were very useful. And since the pajamas didn't fit right, they're making fodder for stories for Christmases to come. I'm sure they will. 2 of my grown kids spent some time, energy, and creativity making books for my oldest and his new wife. One of those books was called A Book of Untrue and Obscure Facts, and it included short stories about everything from the mind of Johnny Breen. The other was a battle book, and it was this versus that. Who'd win a battle between, say, a pop-up pirate and a woman in a Venus flytrap headdress? Who knows? Or the Coca-Cola bear and a helpful bellhop? Okay, that book was a hit. It lasted all through the day, actually for days after. My kids all pooled their money to have my piano moved back home for Christmas. It's been at their dad's house while I was in Ireland, and I just haven't had the money to be able to move it back, and they did it for me. And this is the absolute best present that I could have asked for, because it's going to give me something to do while we're all sequestered again, as we endure the beginning, at least, of this next year. And I asked everyone to create family games this year. One was a cell phone version of charades. One was a question game. It was to get to know our family members just a little bit better. One was a trivia board game somebody brought, and while we didn't get to my game, I'm thinking it was the very best. You see, it was going to be a card game, and the loser had to go out every time somebody lost in a shorthand. They'd have to go out and move a number of pieces of wood. I'd had wood delivered just a few days before Christmas. All had to get moved to the porch. So I thought this was good. You lose 3 pieces of wood. You lose, you got to move 5. Well, we didn't get to it, but all the wood's moved now. The point is, we did scale back the spending this year, of course, and we did scale back the expectations, and we did scale back the material things in favor of quality family time. And I gotta say, that was a tradition worth keeping. For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Thinking about moving or downsizing? You should meet my good friend, Marcia Rambo, with Realty One Group Eminence. With over 30 years experience, if you're looking for a home that better fits your lifestyle, call Marcia today and tell her Joe sent you.
Even with more than 1 million people cared for by hospice each year, the decision to call hospice is never easy. However, at Infinity Hospice Care, many families tell us they wish they would have contacted us sooner. And with hospice being covered by Medicare and most insurance, the decision to get your loved ones the help they need is even easier. Plus, the registered nurses at Infinity Hospice Care are available 24/7. To learn if we can help, go to infinityhospicecare.com.
Customized coverage for your healthcare needs. Your Insurance Agency, serving Nevada seniors for over 50 years. Your Insurance Agency offers all Medicare plans. You need a plan as unique as you are. Your Insurance Agency has agents across Nevada. Call 775-209-1010.
I thought there was nothing people could do about scams until I found Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker website. There, I learned about scams in my area.
I lost a lot of money.
And I shared my story, too. I was offered an online work-from-home job. I spent all this money on course training materials, but there was no job. So be careful.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Better Business Bureau. Start with trust.
Living at Lakeside Manor, an independent senior living community in the heart of Reno, means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Rooms are available now, starting at $15.30 a month. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today. For nearly 30 years, Michelson & Associates has been protecting Nevada families and their legacies, specializing in elder law, including estate planning, contested estates, guardianship, probate, Medicaid, and VA pension benefits. Their goal is to protect seniors from exploitation and to build, protect, and sustain family relationships and property. The Michelson team stands ready to evaluate your needs, recommend the best course of action, and provide second-to-none service every time. Call Michelson & Associates today.
At Intermountain Healthcare, you get the same healthcare partners, caregivers you know and trust, but you also get more. More nationally renowned specialists to serve you. More holistic care, including preventive care and mental health. More technology options to simplify and improve your care experience. What does getting more mean? A healthier, stronger you and healthier, stronger communities. Because all of us are better together.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Aging and Awesome from the Senior Care Plus Clinic on Del Monte. We're here today with a great guest talking about something so important. A lot of you at home deal with scammers. Tim Johnson with the Better Business Bureau here. Tim, I love what you guys have going on through the Better Business Bureau Scam Tracker. And before any of you at home go, oh no, something online I don't know or don't like to use, it's very easy to use. Explain it to us.
You know, that's really what it's designed for, is for people to come in and see what's being reported, and also an easy way for them to report as well. The Federal Trade Commission says about 10% of people actually report scams and fraud. So what we're seeing is really just the tip of the iceberg. And so we want to make it easy for individuals to come and report. You can search scams by key terms and words of maybe things that you're looking at and see what scams are in the neighborhood. What's nice about it is things are being reported on a daily basis. We get a new report about once every 10 minutes.
Wow, and that's what I'm looking at now. If we zoom in on Reno, it's very, very hyper-local. So Hidden Valley, 41, Sun Valley, 8, Mid-Reno, 4, 22 in the Northwest. So they can click where their neighborhood is and go, okay, someone is actually targeting my zip code, and go do something about it, be aware about it?
Correct. They can actually read the report from the individual. You're not going to find out the individual's name. Don't worry about that. Yeah. And what's nice about it is you don't have to have lost money to report. We encourage people to provide that information. When it comes in, it does one of three things, really. Not only is it helping you to get that message out, you're helping others by reporting it, and you're also helping law enforcement, because the information that we gather, we provide to the Federal Trade Commission to help them in their law enforcement activities. But you actually get to see the reports from the victims or from those that are reporting and see what's going on and if they lost any money.
Now, if you have been scammed and you just made a mistake, it is good to go here, because is this a way of reporting it to authorities, or in addition to?
This is a way of reporting it to authorities, and it's also a way to inform others and alert them to what's going on in your neighborhood.
Do you think that seniors especially are very vulnerable to this? Scammers?
They are. You know, as I take a look at the numbers over the last year in 2020, we had more than 300 reports to BBB Scam Tracker for those in Nevada. And more than a third of those are coming from those that are 55 plus. We know that scammers like to target certain age groups. And unfortunately, when they do target those that are seniors, they usually lose more money. So we want to get that message out.
And maybe an example of one that's common.
So one that's common is you get a call out of the blue saying that I'm with the IRS or Social Security or Medicare, what we would call a government imposter scam, and instill that fear into you that something's going to happen because you don't respond immediately. What we encourage people to do is stop, breathe, disengage, and reach out to somebody you trust. Maybe somebody in your family, maybe somebody at your church, or somebody that you trust, like a financial representative. If you don't have anybody, reach out to BBB. We're in our communities. We're here to help.
I love to hear it, and I love what you guys are doing. If you want to check it out at home, you can head to www.bbb.org/scam tracker. Tim, we'll have you back on the show soon. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Kai. And for those of us who no longer drive or find traffic to be too stressful, new innovation in public transportation is helping people of all ages get to the places they need to go to stay active and healthy, even making sure seniors who want to get the COVID-19 vaccine can. George Crozet is at Morningstar Senior Living in Sparks to explain. Hi, George.
Thanks, Joe. Well, moving out to outlying areas, sometimes transportation can be a little more difficult, especially if you're not driving anymore. Well, with RTC Flex Ride, we have the opportunity to get you where you want to go, when you want to go. Today I have with us Jim. So Jim, tell us about what you got going on.
Thank you. RTC Flex Ride is our newest type of public transportation. It's an innovative system in that it comes right to your doorstep, picks you up in certain geographic areas, and takes you wherever you need to go on the same day, usually within 15 minutes.
So Jim, where does the bus take you and where does it come from and how's all that system work?
So we have 3 different Flex Ride service areas. The first is in Sparks and Spanish Springs, the second is in the North Valleys area, and the third is in Verdi and Somerset. And as long as you're within one of those 3 areas, Flex Ride will come to your curb, pick you up, and take you wherever you need to go.
Sounds like a good way to go for me. So is this system very cost effective?
It's a wonderful system. It's very affordable for seniors and everybody. The regular fare is $2 per trip.
$2?
$2 for seniors and the disabled, it's $1.
Oh wow, that's a great deal. How can you say no to that? So do we get to go for a ride and get to see some of the places we go?
We sure do. We have a great driver named Patty, so you don't have to drive.
Perfect. So it looks like a beautiful day, Jim, to go out for a ride. So where are we heading to?
Shopping is one of the major reasons that people try to use the Flex Ride. They use it for shopping, they use it to go to work, and they use it for medical appointments. So Patty, to Northern Nevada, I think.
Okay.
That's another common reason that people use Flex Ride is to medical appointments and get health care. It's especially important right now with the vaccine just becoming available for seniors, and that they could schedule the Flex Ride to take them to the hospital to get that vaccine, so they don't have to worry about transportation to the vaccine site.
So there is Uber out there, but what's the advantage of taking Flex Ride over Uber?
Well, Flex Ride is our newest service, and we like to think that we're out Ubering Uber. Right now, there are 3 deficiencies that Uber has. You don't know the background of your driver, you don't know the type of vehicle you're going to get, and you don't know what your pricing is going to be until you schedule at that particular time. With Flex Ride, We have a driver that's been trained to handle seniors and the issues that they could potentially have, issues anybody can have on the bus. With the vehicle, it's a large vehicle. It can take wheelchairs, can take strollers, can take packages, something that Uber can't do. And our pricing is really affordable.
And if you are using a wheelchair and you're concerned about how to get aboard on FlexRide, they got this great ramp system here that'll drop down to the ground, get your chair on, get you secured, and get you inside and secured once again. It's about a 3-minute process. Jim, thank you so much. It's a great opportunity for citizens in the Northern Nevada area. So how do we use this system?
There's 2 ways to get in touch with FlexRide. The first is an app. We have a smartphone app on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store that's just simply called RTC FlexRide. You download the app and you can schedule that way. The second way is just call us. All you have to do is call our customer service line at 775-335-0035. That's answered 7 days a week from 5 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. They will take your call, take your reservation, and the bus will be there in 15 to 20 minutes.
Jim, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And folks, check out RTC FlexRide.
What a great resource. Thank you, George and RTC. For our friends in Southern Nevada, you have options too. Head to our website, agingandawesome.com, for more information on the Silver Star program in Southern Nevada. Still ahead on season 5 premiere of Aging and Awesome, we take a spin in Kai's cab and have a giveaway for those of you at home. Don't turn the channel. We'll be right back.
Spanning Northwest Nevada, the independent, assisted, and memory care communities of Fernley Estates, Mountain Lake Estates, Summit Estates, and Carson Valley Senior Living. Caring people, serving people, improving lives. Take a tour of these fantastic communities today. Feeling lonely or disconnected? The Nest Collaborative is here for you. Nest volunteers provide social support and technology assistance by phone or online to older adults, veterans, and adults living with disabilities. Call 682-8641 to get connected. GI Consultants' highest priority is patient safety, with screening and infection control measures to keep our community safe, utilizing telemedicine services, allowing patients to visit with a provider from the comfort and safety of their home. For the best gastrointestinal and liver care, choose GI Consultants. Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123.
Hi folks, Ron Ford for Sierra Air. We live in an area with extreme seasons. We understand that when your furnace quits in the middle of a blizzard or your air conditioning system breaks down on the hottest day of summer, it's not only inconvenient, it can be a real emergency. That's why we're here whenever you need us. We have expert technicians available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make sure you and your family stay safe and comfortable. To learn more, give us a call or visit sierraair.com.
Sierra Air. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Howdy ho, it's off and away we go in Kai's cab today from beautiful Morningstar. And on the season 5 premiere, we have a familiar face, even with the mask on. I know who he is. It's John Green, everybody.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Yeah, welcome back. It's so good to see you.
It's good to be here.
You're still around.
Yes, sir, I am.
I knew you'd always be. You're never going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're one of my favorites. Well, yes, sir. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming in the cab. How you been?
Been good. Feeling good. Using my walker, doing okay.
Staying safe?
Staying safe, absolutely.
And what about happiness-wise? Are you happy?
I'm always happy.
Oh, yeah. It's true. This guy right here, one positive.
I'm always happy, and when I'm not, I'm ornery, and that means I'm getting happy.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody's got to stir the pot.
Somebody might as well be John Green. Well, John, this is fun already. Let's start to ask some questions. You ready to play?
I'm ready.
Get 3 out of 4 questions right, John, and you are a winner. Here's your first question, John. What is the largest big cat? Is it A, lion, B, tiger, C, cheetah, or D, leopard?
Lion.
Lion. John, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Oh, tiger.
Oh, yeah?
Tiger's the biggest. Yes, sir. Tiger. Have you seen Tiger King, that documentary?
Nope.
Well, John, that's okay. You can get one wrong. You got to get the next 3 right. Here we go, okay?
Okay.
What's the hardest substance in our body? Is it A, bones, B, hair, C, nails, or D, teeth?
Teeth.
Teeth, that's correct, John. You got all your teeth in there?
No.
Oh, that's okay.
I donated a couple here and there.
All right, teeth is correct. You got to get the next 2 right. Here we go. Question number 3. What ship sank in 1912? Is it A, the Mayflower, B, USS Arizona, C, the Titanic, or D, the USS Constitution?
Titanic.
Titanic is correct. 1912, you weren't around then.
Not quite.
Good, the Titanic. All right, you're on a roll. Last, final question. Got to get it right. Here it is. What purpose were the Egyptian pyramids built for? Is it A, tombs, B, palaces, C, forts, or D, hotels?
It was the tomb.
The tombs! John Green, a winner once again on Kai's Cab. Wow, you did it.
Well, I was kind of worried after that lion thing.
Oh, the lion, tigers, and bears, oh my. I know
Yeah.
you made it though. Oh, good. Well, congratulations, John. And it's so good to see you. Any last words you'd like to say?
Keep on being aging and awesome.
That's what I like to hear. You're welcome back anytime, John.
Appreciate it.
Next week on Aging and Awesome, it's our Valentine's Day episode. Aaron Breen has the story of a couple who found their way back to love after nearly 5 decades apart. And we look into affordable housing options for seniors. See you next weekend, Saturday, 7 p.m. on CBS in Reno, Sunday, 3:30 on Fox 5 in Las Vegas.
Well, that's all the time we have. It's going to be a really great 5th season of the show. Our challenge for you this week:
As Aaron Breen showed us, one of the keys to a happy retirement is never to retire from life. How can you find a new spark of interest or creativity in your own life and share it with others? Remember, if you ain't dead, you ain't done. The world needs us seniors, and we have a lot to offer our community.
That's right, Joe. And do you want to win something? Oh, I know you do. We are giving away Roku streaming players. Head to our website, agingandawesome.com, and click the subscribe to our newsletter link to get weekly updates on what's coming up on the show and other ways to stay aging and awesome. Each month, we will give one lucky subscriber a brand new Roku streaming player. And remember, you can watch the show anywhere and anytime on Roku, Amazon, and Apple. Just search Aging and Awesome to download our app.
All of this would not be possible without community stakeholders who are worthy of your patronage as they better their lives of seniors and their families through partnering through Aging and Awesome. A big thank you to
Senior Care Plus,
GI Consultants,
Eden Home Health and Hospice, The Better Business Bureau, Morningstar Senior Living of Sparks,
Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence,
Your Insurance Agency, Michelson and Associates,
Summit Estates, Fernley Estates, Mountain Lake Estates, and Carson Valley Senior Living,
Intermountain Healthcare,
Infinity Hospice Care,
Sierra Air, The Nest Collaborative, and Lakeside Manor. See you next week.
Bye.
1, 2, 3. Listen.
So let's go for a ride now, because I understand you're going to let me drive.
No.
Okay, fine.